What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Val and welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, might as well hit that notification bell. So I wanted to come on here and encourage the generational curse breakers, okay? If you are the generational curse breaker in your family, I want you to understand that your reward will be great, okay? Your reward will be great. And your assignment is not easy. Okay. It was never meant to be easy. That's why it feels like you're constantly dealing with spiritual warfare. That's why it feels like you're constantly dealing with some type of challenge or adversity. It may feel like it's always something, right? Like you're always dealing with something. It feels like it's one thing after another. You may overcome one thing and here comes something else, right? Some of you may not know that you're called to be the generational curse breaker. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to the things that you're dealing with throughout your life, right? I want you to pay attention to the spiritual warfare that you deal with. I want you to pay attention to the negative patterns and cycles in your family, in the bloodline. Okay, pay attention to patterns. So you may be called to be the generational curse breaker and not know it. All right. So if you're the generational curse breaker, I want to encourage you to keep on fighting. Keep on fighting. The assignment that God has on your life was never meant to be easy. So yeah, you're going to deal with spiritual warfare. You're going to have challenges and you're going to have moments where you feel like giving up, but you can't give up, right? The generational curses end with you. It ends with you. And you know what starts with you? Generational blessings, right? Because we hear a lot about generational curses, but generational blessings start with you. Generational wealth starts with you. And I'm not just talking about monetary wealth, because health is wealth, okay? Healing is wealth. So it's not just about monetary gain and prospering financially. No, generational wealth starts with you in all areas of your life. Right? You're going to prosper. You're going to help future generations to come. They're going to prosper in every way possible. Mental health, emotional health, spiritual health. So that starts with you. That starts with you. That is your assignment. So the assignment was never meant to be easy. So you can't give up. You can't stop now, right? You got to continue to fight. Because why would the enemy want you to break these curses? He wants you guys to be in bondage. He wants to own you guys. So of course, yeah, it's going to feel hard. You may want to give up. He's going to try to discourage you. He's going to use family members to get to you. He's going to use friends. He's going to use anybody that he can to discourage you, to stop you from completing the assignments that God has on your life. You may take a look at your family and see that depression runs in your family. Drunkenness runs in your bloodline. Barrenness runs in your bloodline. Anti-marriage runs in your bloodline. Poverty runs in your bloodline. Stagnation runs in your bloodline. Drug addicts run in your bloodline. You see these cycles in your family. You see it being passed down from generation to generation to generation, right? And you would think that somebody in your family would see these negative patterns, but no, the cycle just continues, right? There's not one person in your family that's like, hey, this uncle, this aunt, my mom, my dad, this person, and that person is a drunkard. Why is it that so many people from different generations are addicted to drugs? You would think one person would be the one to say, hey, listen, I noticed this pattern. We got to put a stop to this. But God picked you. He showed you. He revealed it to you. He opened your eyes. He picked you to break the cycles, right? That's not something to take lightly. There's a reason why he picked you. There's a reason why he has given you the assignment. It's for you to see. You're the one that saw the cycles. You're the one that notices these negative patterns. And you're the one that's going to do the job. So you have to stay armored up. You have to keep on fighting until the generational curses are broken. You have to continue to use the tools that God gave you. And you also have to live your life a certain way. You can't be out here living in sin thinking that you're going to break these generational curses. The devil's going to have a field day with you. He's going to take you as a joke because you're not a threat, right? You can't prepare yourself for battle not having the tools, right? Like he's going to look at you like, man, this is a joke. He's going to know exactly where to attack you. He's going to know exactly what door you have open. He's going to see that, man, you were fornicating the other day. Like you're a joke. You were watching porn the other night. Like you're a joke, right? So you also have to live a certain way because it's spiritual warfare. We battle not against flesh and blood. It's spiritual. You can't come to a spiritual battle thinking that you're going to fight it physically and win. You got to fight spiritual with spiritual. Okay, so I want to encourage you guys to keep on fighting. Your reward will be great. Okay, you're going to free your family. You're going to free future generations to come. It starts with you. Generational wealth starts with you. Okay, generational blessing starts with you. Generational curses end with you. Do not take that assignment lightly. You have to understand that God chose you. You should take that as an honor, right? Not to boast, but to be humble about it. And actually think to yourself like, man, the Lord chose me for this, right? You ever ask yourself that like, man, out of all the people in my family, out of all the generations, out of all the elders, out of all the people that were born before me, my family, it is you he picked. It is you because he saw something in you. He saw something in you. He knows you're equipped to do the job. He knows you're equipped to get the job done. That's why he picked you. So instead of saying, Lord, why me? Say, no, why not me? Why not you? Right? Why not? If he sees you and he thinks that you're equipped to get the job done, why not you? Right? Why not? You are qualified. He sees strength in you. He sees things in you that you don't see in yourself. That's why he chose you. Because he knows you're going to get it done. You're equipped. Even though at times it feels like you don't have what it takes, right? But don't doubt yourself because that in itself is an opening. That is an opening. You can get it done. Why not you? Before you was in your mother's womb, he knew you. When you were created, when you were born, he knew that this child, this is going to be the golden child in the family. This child is the chosen child in the family that's going to set them free. That's going to help them. I'm going to give them an assignment, a special assignment. He picked you because nobody else in the family can get the job done, right? Some people in your family may be lost, brainwashed, stuck in their ways, not wanting to change, rejected God, right? So he knows it got to be you. I pick them. I nominate them to be the generational curse breaker. And I say this quite often. Everything will make sense. It may not make sense right now. You may not see the bigger picture right now. You may feel a little bit confused. You may feel like you don't know what you're doing, right? You may feel overwhelmed because you're one person and you feel like, man, I got to break these cycles in this family, all these negative patterns. Like, listen, the reward will be great. Everything will start to make sense and all of the pieces of the puzzles are going to come together. And when I tell you, everything is going to start to fall in place. Everything is going to start to make sense. You're going to see happier days. You're going to see rewards. You're going to see blessings, but keep on fighting. All right. So hopefully this video was helpful. Please give it a thumbs up and I will see you guys in the next video.